second. It comes out to the 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And that's Elliott. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. Line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Here we go 46, 46. Here we go 46. Here we go 47. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go 48. Here we go 46. Here we go 46. Here we go 46, 46. Here we go 47. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line eight. Here we go. 46. 46. Gun. Here we go. 46. Go. Get out there. Hey, 47. 47.
Prescott from the gun. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive. Third down. Spectacular.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A run to Smallwood, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Hey, empty.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.